sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Watkins, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To throw is Brady. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, it's Tua. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he's flushed out left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Tua Tagovailoa. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Eason. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Play action. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Now a give right side. Watkins. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Brady. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tua going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Willis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Steeler 1st down on a pickup of 11 yards. Two minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tua now on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
he's going for the age. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting. Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's brought in by Harris. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bucs 36-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the gun, it's Tua. That's swung out wide to Harris. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Tua. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Johnson now returning.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. A quick pass out to Juju. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. Completion here to Claypool. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that? Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
All day, baby. Let's go.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua able to find Willis. Touchdown! Damian Willis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Brady. Going up top for Miller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
First down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Brady again. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
2nd and 15.
On play action, now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Eason.
Airing this one out for Evans. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun to Evans on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. On the right side, this is Miller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Again, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still
shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Back to throw, Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Second and 10. Now Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got him not pinned it.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down and 4. Throwing now is Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On first down, Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
One final try now for Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the